Now, as the U.S. prepares to celebrate 250 years of freedom from Britain, just to underscore that point, we want to head now to London as the city looks ahead to a unique edition of one of its own big celebrations. The world famous London Marathon will expand next year into a two-day event, count them, 1, 2, that will allow 100,000 people to take part in identical marathons over a weekend. But competition for a race bib will still be quite stiff. Organizers say 1.3 million people have already entered the ballot for next year's race. Joining me now is Hugh Brasher. He is CEO of London Marathon Events. Really good to have you on the program. I mean, look, this is an amazing event that not just people in London, but around the world look forward to. I mean, look, congratulations. It's a very popular event. So can you fill us in, given the fact that it'll span 2 days, what do you believe this will allow to happen, given the fact that you still have so much demand?
Yeah, so look, we are the most popular marathon on the planet. And as you say, 1.3 million people applied. That was over 92,000 Americans applied to run the 2027 TCS London Marathon. We've got some pretty amazing goals. We want to raise over $200 million for charity. Our runners are estimating that's what should happen from the double event. We will create economic and social benefit of more than $500 million. But I think above all, we will really show that power of people working together, enjoying each other's company, helping each other on this unbelievable quest of running 26.2 miles, which less than 1% of the world's population has ever done. And they will celebrate together. And it really shows that together as humanity, we can create and do far more than we can when we are apart.
It is a great event. I've certainly attended, never run a marathon myself, certainly not in London. I am wondering, though, from the charity point of view, is that really the main reason to expand it? When you sit down and try and look at an event like this, did you think to yourself, we really want to break some records here for the amount of money we can raise?
I think it is hugely popular, but I genuinely, this is about bringing the world together. The world will come to London. It will show that the world working together, that we are far more similar than we are different. And we have a mayor that is expansive in his thinking. London is such a diverse, multicultural city. And the energy, the positive energy that comes out of an event such as the London Marathon. And last year in 2026, I mean, earlier this year, we had the largest marathon on the planet, 59,830 finishes. We had the fastest ever men's marathon, the first time in a competition a man had ever run under 2 hours for the marathon. We didn't have one man doing it, we had two. Had the first time ever that 3 women had run under 2:16 for a marathon. The first time a world record had been broken consecutively with men and women in the same race. We had the charity world record in terms of the amount of money last year that was raised. More than $120 million was raised as a result of the event. So we are already at about $1.8 billion since the London Marathon started. And it was co-founded by my father back in 1981. And the showing that the unity, that the humankind can come together in one joyous celebration of that humanity was one of his founding goals, him and John Disley. So we have a mayor, as I say, that really wants to show the power of London. It is the sporting capital of the world. The Kearney Index, that's what it says. The more that we can bring people together, and sport and activity brings people together. You know, you've got the World Cup here in the US. You're doing an amazing job with it. I think the celebrations, whether it's the Scots in Boston, whether it's the Norwegians rowing, I mean, it is just the most amazing celebration. And what a party you guys are putting on.
It is, as you say, Hugh, it's a vibe, and I can see that vibe will continue through London, again, over the 2 days. Is this for 1 year only? Because as you point out, demand is so strong. Do you see this really being the character of the event for many years to come? 2 days, more runners.
No, this is one and done. There are so many logistical reasons not to do it, and the easiest thing would be to say don't do it. But the reality of it is there is an opportunity to do it, and what we think that the moment is right now. And some people say, oh, why don't you wait till our 50th anniversary, which is 2030? That's like saying to someone who wants to run a world record, why not wait till your birthday? It doesn't make any sense. Just do it at the time that is right. And I think this is the time that is right for the world. And it is definitely one and done. We do disrupt people's lives, and we've got to be really careful about that. We have to be really respectful of it. And how can we make sure the London Marathon is loved by London and by the world? We've got to retain that love and not abuse it.
Hugh, we hear you. It is a marquee event, one time only for now. Again, I love the City of London. It is an endowment for the entire world, and we will wait to see what more you bring to us in terms of organizing for this two-day event. Hugh Brasher for us. Thanks so much. Really appreciate you being with us.
Thank you.